Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Daryl, and I have so far released 68 pounds with the help of a GLP1 medication. I'm using Mounjaro, and this is how it comes. And today I'm going to show you not only how to administer that shot very easily, very painlessly, but I'm also going to give you some helpful tips on how to make it the most effective that it can be. A lot of this information can be found online, but I also have gotten some instructions from my physician. So obviously follow your physician's advice. Mounjaro is the medication I have been on for approximately 1 year and 5 months, somewhere around there. 68 pounds have been released, and I have also lost 10 inches from my waist. I have noticed my muscles are stronger. I have much more stamina. I'm able to do more. It's amazing what 68 pounds can do. I still have about that much still to lose, actually a little more than that, but I'm really not focusing on the day-to-day. I'm focusing on long-term. So how long this takes me, I will not know, but I will say that in the beginning, it came off a little quicker. Now it's slowed down a little bit, and I have to really focus on the habits of health before I do anything else. And that's hydration, sleep, movement, and nutrition. And I've got to get those things greatly under control in order for this medication to work. This is not a magic pill. It is, or I should say a magic shot. It is something that you have to work those habits of health with as well. I have gone 10 inches from my waist. I have dropped 10.6 BMI points. What? I am thrilled. I'm about halfway to my healthy BMI. I'm excited about that. And I have gone from a 3 to a 4X size down to between a 1X and 2. This shirt happens to be a 1. I find the items on top I can wear slightly smaller than my pants because I carry most of my weight down below. So today I'm going to actually demonstrate my giving myself my injection. Mounjaro is only one choice. You also have Ozempic, you have compound semaglutides and tirzepatides, and you also have Wegovy and Zepbound besides this. So talk to your doctor, see what he or she recommends. I did a lot of research before I started this medication. I thought about this for over a year. And so if you're hesitant, do your research, watch as many people as you can that have been successful. And that's why I'm sharing this. I want you guys to know that it is possible after a lifetime of struggling with food, eating addictions, all the things, binge eating. I no longer do any of that. It has been 1 year and 5 months that I have not had a single binge. That is miraculous to me. So I don't know what your experience will be, but I'm just speaking for myself. So I'm on 12.5, as I said. There are many doses, and it's super important you work with your doctor in terms of titrating up. I started at 2.5 milligrams, and then each pen comes with the whole dose right in the pen. That's different from if you're using a syringe. I wanted to do the pen because I didn't have confidence in using the needle and the syringe, but I have friends who use that method and they have no problem whatsoever doing the injections. So what I'm going to show you now is the actual administration of the shot, but a couple of helpful hints I want to give you also. After your injection, release where you're pinching your skin. You pinch your skin, you give yourself the shot, release that so that the medication can work its way in, and this way you won't bruise, or at least the bruising will be minimal. Inject at room temperature. These have to be kept in the refrigerator. So I take that out approximately an hour to 2 hours before. Inject this at room temperature. Why would you say that's important? I've heard that the stinging sensation of the needle and the medication going in your body is lessened greatly if you have it at room temperature. Keep a consistent routine. It's super important that if you pick your shot day to be Wednesday, like mine is, you always do it on a Wednesday. I don't switch it up ever. I have been doing this since April 17th of 2024, and I have never missed a dose. I take it with me on vacation. You can actually purchase from Amazon a little cooler made just for the medication, and I take that with me if I'm going to be gone over a Wednesday period. And it's really important, by the way, if you are traveling with this medication, you put it in a refrigerator once you get to your destination. So keep a consistent routine, same day and time each week for your weekly medication. And immensely important is staying hydrated while you are having this medication work in your body. Stay hydrated. It will work better. It will help you with any side effects like nausea or constipation that you might be feeling. Staying hydrated helps that tremendously. I've also noticed that staying hydrated really helps with my weight losses as well. So next up, I'm going to actually show you how to do the medication. I'm going to be injecting in my thigh today. Sometimes I do it in my belly. And it's super important that you rotate the locations. By rotating the locations, you avoid building up any kind of scar tissue, any kind of excessive bruising in one place. And it's really important to work that through the different locations. If you're using your abdomen, stay about 2 inches away from your belly button. That way it's super going into the area that it needs to go, into your fat layers. Make sure you wash your hands. Make sure you use clean alcohol swabs. You don't have to buy the individual ones, but I just find they're super sterile and they just work really well. So this has been a game changer for me, everybody. It's been a game changer. And if you are considering this and you have any questions, feel free to put a comment down below. I would love you to like and subscribe to my channel as I'm growing, and I'll be offering lots of information, not only practical information like I did today, but also some fun things like new fashion that I'm learning I like. I would never wear prints before. Even though this is a subtle print, I would never wear this. I wore black all the time. So I'll be talking about clothing changes in my world. I'm going to be talking about all the benefits of losing weight. I'm going to be offering helpful hints on how to make your experience a little bit easier and less traumatic. So come along with me. Feel free to ask any questions down below, and I'm here to help. Hey everybody, I'd like you to come along with me today, and while I inject myself with my GLP1, which is really helping with my food noise, my weight loss, my general health, my diabetes, all the things. I want to show you how it's done, and I want to give you some helpful tips as well. So the first thing you want to do, this is what it looks like. I'm on 12.5 milligrams, and I'll talk about the dosages in a minute. But the first thing you want to do is wash your hands. Like anytime you do anything where you're puncturing skin, you should always wash your hands first. So I'm doing that. What I do is I open up 2 little alcohol swabs, and I leave them already open because my hands will be full when I do this. And the first thing you want to do is decide where you're going to inject. There are 3 places you should be injecting. This is what my doctor recommended, and it's what most of the literature says. One is your upper arm. I've only done that once. It's awkward to get around there by myself, so if you have somebody who can give you the shot, and it's easier to get around there. The other place is either side of my belly. You want to stay away from your belly button because it will go into your subcutaneous fat. I don't know if I'm saying that right. A little easier if you stay away from the navel. So do it on either side. But today I'm going to do it on my upper thigh. I will tell you that I don't get a tremendous difference in effect of the medication depending on which site I choose. So today I'm doing the thigh. So the first thing you want to do, I washed my hands already. First thing you want to do is you want to take the alcohol swab You want to go down to where you're going to be injecting it. You pinch that area of your skin, wipe it with one of those. Then I've learned to do this one-handed. There is a little lock on the pen. So I take that off, I turn it so it's unlocked. And then let's see if I can do this one-handed. No, I can't. All right, so that's the cap, the safety cap. The needle is right inside there. It's super tiny. You can hardly even see it. Once this is put to the unlocked position, I go back to the place that I just used the alcohol swab with. I hold my finger on top. I press it down and wait for the click. Listen for the click. I wait 15 seconds until I make sure all that medication has gone into my thigh, and then I release it. Sometimes it bleeds a little bit. I'll be honest with you, I hardly even felt that. Then I take my clean swab and I just wipe that off. And the bleeding stops right away. So that's basically the administration of the pen. What I do is I put the cap back on, and then I discard it. So thanks everybody for coming along with me.